Where I am now, better than before. Through those open doors, where I am now. Where I am now, I'm in a special place. I'm in a walking place. Where I am now.
It's now time for the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. The music that you hear in the background is none other than Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, Where I Am Now.
Where I am now.
And if you'd like to see us live in WGPL 1350 studio, WMVA 88.9 FM studio, all you have to do is go to Edward Everett's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton Facebook page, and guess what? You can see us live right here in the studio. And if you want to hear us all over the world, all you have to do is go to WPCE1400.com, click and listen live, or WGPL.com, click and listen live. And now I want to introduce to some and present to others the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, and a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Would you cut your will you be my neighbor?
Let's welcome our neighbor. Let's welcome WGPL 1350 AM listeners.
Peace, 95.3 FM, WMVA 88.9 FM, and WPCE 1400 AM.
Facebook Live is on and popping. Let's also welcome Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. We'll shout you out later on in the show.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Like, share, comment, subscribe. You can go over to YouTube at Crystal Records 1, CRISTO Records 1, or FYI Radio Show host Yolanda Hinton. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe, and we promise we'll shout you out.
You promise?
Promise. Shout out. Oh, it's fun Friday, Mr. E.
That's right. It's a fun Friday. The weatherman talking about a little rain, snow this afternoon, about 8 o'clock this afternoon. And it's a little chilly on the outside, too.
A little snow. The national, not the international snow report, talking about 9 inches in Hampton Roads. But we got our American, stats, which say maybe 2 to 3 inches.
That's right. That's what I heard. 2 to 3 inches, and it's 30 degrees and partly sunny on today.
Yes. Well, you all listen. Make sure you get the things that you need.
Yeah.
You never know. We may be snowed in.
You never can tell. It happens like that because they said the rain in Maine fall gently on the Spain. It's fun Friday. I thought I'd put that out there.
The rain in Spain falls gently on the plane.
On the plane, okay. We said it like that. Yeah.
But Mr. E, we have our current job list.
That's right. If you need a job, remember there's some jobs available for you. If you're looking for temporary jobs, are you looking for summer jobs? Are you looking for a job at all? Make sure you go down to Home Depot, go down to Lowe's, Federal Express, United Postal Service, Amazon, and Harry Teeter's McDonald's and Burger King and pick you up a job. Now, don't take it lightly by you saying because I'm a felon, I cannot get a job. Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
You can get a job. There's several places that are available right now that you can get a job and go to work. This is January. You go to work first of the year, do something different in 2025. You know, Talbot Arts Outreach is looking for a program director. Christian Broadcasting Network is looking for a remote contact representative, and Billion Remote Contact Center representative.
Okay, yes, Christian Broadcasting, bilingual remote. We have Norfolk Public Library, school outreach presenter, and Fear to Freedom. They need a donor engagement associate.
The Virginia Beach Rescue Squad Foundation is looking for a project specialist, and the workforce of Hampton Roads is looking for an accountant, accounts receivable specialist,
Yes.
a maritime career planner.
All right, then we have the Armed Services of the YMCA of Hampton Roads. They need a school bus driver. Also, we have Bay Agent with a BDC fiscal assistant and a customer service assistant needed. They need also a floater fiscal assistant needed as well.
Bacon Street Youth and Family Service looking for a development and a communication coordinator, and the North Botanical Garden is looking for a youth educator too. That started with $15 to $15.50 hourly.
Absolutely. Chesapeake Humane Society, they need an executive director. They also need an administrative assistant and a veterinary assistant as well.
For kids, looking for a program manager and a temporary after-school assistant, a mobility mentor, an intake specialist, and a mechanic tech 1.
All right, we have St. Mary's Home for Disabled Children. They need a nursing administration coordinator full-time, starting at $22 an hour. They need a development coordinator, same amount to start with. Also, direct services professional, that's a full and part-time evening, starting at $17 an hour.
A speech language pathologist looking for there's a full-time job also that Miss Hinton,
yes,
ranging for $31.25 an hour. An inventory control specialist at $19 an hour. That's full-time position that we're talking about. A communication interpretive specialist and a registered nurse full-time.
All right, then we have a licensed practical nurse, which starts at $28 an hour with a $10,000 sign-up bonus. We have an environmental services worker needed as well at St. Mary's, full-time starting at $16 an hour, and a floor technician full-time starting at $16 hourly.
So if you need a job, jump up there right now. Go find your pen and piece of paper. We got it listing on all our social media pages. And listen, go out and get your job. We're encouraging you to go out there today and tell them folks you need a job.
People are working. People are going back to work. People are, the economy looks a little bit better than it has been. And we're waiting for those job numbers to come out as well this month. So hopefully you all are back in business, doing what you need to do, and also making sure others get that information as well. These are on our sites. They are on our all our pages. You can get it, you can share it, email it, and make sure everybody has a chance to that good life.
That's right. That's what it's all about. Getting you a job. Make sure those who said that because I got a felon, I can't go to work. You can. I've been incarcerated. You can get a job because guess what? There's programs. Again, there's programs set aside for you that you can go back to work.
Absolutely. So this is FYI Radio Show's Fun Friday segment. We have current breaking news today. Ooh, and talking about a lot going on, Mr. E. Let's start with, first of all, we need to pray for those that are caught up in the California fires.
That's right.
This is no joke. I don't know if you all have seen these pictures and videos, they say it looked like a bomb has fallen on Los Angeles, California.
They said looked like a war zone.
Ooh.
They said that fire done swept through that place so bad, and it looks like somebody set bombs and fire your wall. It looked like it's, and folks have lost everything they own.
And the thing about it, they call wildfire.
Yeah.
Wildfire. Yeah. That means they are major wildfires out of control.
They say several deadly LA fires. They said several major wildfires are burning in Los Angeles. At least 10 people have died.
Yes.
But officials warn that actually toll will remain unclear until safe for investigators to assess neighborhoods. Tens of thousands of people has been impacted by evacuation orders since the blazing began.
Yes, more wind and flames. The wind is ferocious out there. They say it's like hurricane winds. Some people are calling it a hurricane without, all the other drama of it, but it's coming with fire. Firefighters made progress as Santa Ana winds weakened, but gusts picked up across the region as the day went on. Officials also launched a major response to a new fire near the border of LA and Ventura counties, which prompted evacuations. Residents are also contending with polluted air and other hazardous conditions.
That's right, Ms. Hinton. And the neighborhoods, as many as 10,000 structures has been destroyed between the coast of Pasadena fire, which is now the most destructive ever to hit Los Angeles County.
Absolutely.
They have a little information here as to whether the fire is going. It's going from town to town and place to place. I mean, just look like it's engulfing all of LA.
That's right. They tracking Los Angeles area wildfires. Fire officials are responding to at least 5 fires in the region, including Eaton, Hearst, Kenneth, Lydia, and Palisades fires. They have spread to roughly 29,795 acres combined.
That's right.
You can't even control it. And the thing about it, Mr. E, were they equipped for something like this? California is known for its fires, the forest fires and things like that. But this is an animal that they weren't ready for and don't know how to control this thing.
That's right. And the fire chief said yesterday when I was looking at the news, they said, don't think that we ain't trying to do everything that we could possibly do. They said if we had 100 more units out there, that still wouldn't be able to cover that fire.
Like we said earlier, the devastation, places that you wouldn't even believe, Hollywood and different places like that have been really affected. If you could see it, I know you all have followed the news, hopefully. It is just something that it's unbelievable. Tina from Erica from Mary, she went through her neighborhood, her city, and showed the devastation, and she was just in awe that something like this could suddenly happen.
That's right. And the National Guards may be used to help law enforcement after Governor Newsom approved a request for assistance from the LA County.
Yeah. Authorities in the area have been warning of looters. Why would you do that at the time? Looters, and scammers who are targeting vulnerable victims and have confirmed arrests. Some arrests have been made.
Do they have a conscience? A lot of people don't have no conscience whatsoever. They see the state is an emergency. Now they're going to kick things open, break into buildings and loot and steal. And then they're going to try to pimp folk as they go.
Mr. E, some people posture themselves for disasters and they get ready, to take advantage of people and to go in and, as soon as somebody put up, okay, let's give to this organization to help. You got the scammers. They pull up their things on the internet and they posture themselves to do a number on folks.
That's right. So be careful out there this year. When scammers come around, when looters come, get away from them, and be careful. Check the information before you start giving information. Before when a company calls you, they supposed to know all your information, not they asking you for your information. They supposed to have that information available for you.
We're going to continue to follow the story. President Biden said there is no expense too high to help people recover from this. And we know that the insurance companies, or some of them have backed off before this incident. And now they are ready to say, government, you handle this.
You missed the payment.
And that's what we're going to have to depend on. This is a crisis, and it is not a little crisis at that.
I want to say good morning to Miss Sheila Robbins. Thank you so much for tuning in to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI radio show with your host, Miss Yolanda Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host.
All right, Mr. E. Listen, you all please pray for those. Can you imagine yourself in the place of being displaced by fire or anything else? I can't imagine it is a good feeling. I can't imagine that it doesn't hurt, and I can't imagine people, their mental health is at stake.
Devastated.
And they're devastated. So please pray for those out there. We have a lot of family members in California, and so you all make sure you lift them up in prayer.
And if you can do anything, do it. Do it. Do it.
Yes,
do it.
Absolutely. Now listen, we're going from one crisis to the next, Mr. E. Yes, it's 2025, and it has come in like a ferocious. It's just ferocious. A lion that just looking for a prey. As a matter of fact, we have a story that just broke on last night, but this thing had been ongoing anyway. We have a convicted felon, Donald J. Trump, that's going to be sentenced. As a matter of fact, as we speak, he is going to be sentenced. He did everything he could in the whole wide world to try to avoid this. Went to the Supreme Court, talked to his buddies, and did all kind of things. But we found out that folk are not above the law, which we've been saying this for quite some time. Give us a little bit of this tea.
Well, the United States Supreme Court let Trump sentence process in the New York hush money case. On January the 9th, the U.S. Supreme Court cleared the way on Thursday for Donald Trump to be sentenced for the president-elect conviction or crime charge involve hush money paid to a porn star.
We're going to have a convicted felon as a president. Now, that's something that we've never seen.
Ms. Hinton, I've been asking the question, what is the qualification of a president? And they said the only qualification of a president is you have to be a U.S. citizen. But they did not say that they can be convict felons. And then you got to remember, he didn't show his tax papers the first 4 years he was in office, and have not yet showed them yet.
Well, that's the least of his worries, because as we speak, Donald J. Trump is going to be a convicted felon. He's going to be the first convicted felon in the White House as president. You all voted for him, and this is what you get. Sorry, but that's the truth. Mr. I'm not lying. You all go and check out the story now in real time. It's right. Going on right now, and he tried to bounce and get, go places where he could avoid this, but you cannot avoid. Nobody is above the law. And I know people wanted to hide him and really, put him in places where, he could be president without the drama. But the drama is here. The drama is going to remain because there are other charges, Mr. E, as well.
It said the court turned down Trump's last-minute bid to prevent his sentencing scheduled for Friday in the New York State Court in Manhattan 10 days before his inauguration for his second term as president. The Chief Justice John Roberts and fellow conservative Justice Amy Bennett joined the court three liberal justices, Sonia, Ella, and Brown Jackson, informing the major to deny Trump's request.
Yes, he went all the way up to the Supreme Court, and he found out that there were people there, judges there, that said, not so quick.
You got to get old. You got to go through it. Miss Hinton, it's amazing how, folks think that they're above the law.
Mm-hmm.
When we look at these felons, you already got them. And what I just don't understand, I'm baffled. I'm fumbling for words because I don't understand how in the world that the United States people would allow someone to be the president of the United States and going to be making decisions behind bars.
Absolutely. I look at the big picture too as well, Miss Lee, looking at other people that have been incarcerated and have been sentenced. You didn't give them that privilege of running around and trying to get out of all this stuff, and sneaking and hiding and carrying on. You people are incarcerated.
That's
now.
Right.
He's not going to be incarcerated from what I understand.
That's right. He's not
but
going to
he
be incarcerated.
Is a 34 count felon, and that's going down in history.
That was last May of 34 counts of falsely business records. I mean, falsifying business records, selling lies and selling flies. Ain't telling the truth about his businesses.
All right. Good morning, Denise Sherrod. She said, "Thank God for the judge who is brave enough to stand for what is right to do." And that is the truth. You had so many people didn't care what he did, didn't mind him being a sexual assaulter, didn't mind him being crooked, just don't mind. We just want him as president, voted him in. He's in. Let him go ahead and get his 4 years. But guess what? He's 4 years as a criminal, and you can't do nothing about it. Try to take that away, and you can't. It's going down in history.
We want to let our listening audience know nobody is above the law. You're not above the law, because I believe that if they let him get off, go and open up the jailhouse and let everybody else out.
That's what I'm saying. You give everybody else the
That's
privilege.
Right. Giving them a fair chance to go into the last ditch effort to trying to bid their case, to keep them out of jail. If that is the case, just open up the slammer and let everybody come out of
He said he could go in New York and shoot somebody and kill him right there, and you all wouldn't do anything about it. But guess what? There are some folk that said not so quick.
That's right.
Not so quick. Right. No one is above the law.
And there are some folks out there in the sentence that's really trying to apply the law to all people.
Yes.
If one got to go through, all got to go through.
That's right. Mr. E, let's move away from that, because we're going to get that to you a little bit when we get off, find out, what is going to be said. All right, you got your 4 years, but like we said, you are a convicted felon, and some other things will come with it. We don't know yet, but we shall see. In the meantime, let's go to somebody that has a good name as president, former President Jimmy Carter. His funeral family arrived. They planned his burial. They had so many wonderful, beautiful ceremonies in behalf of Jimmy Carter, who was 100 years old.
And did a lot of things for the country.
Absolutely.
For the country. I think he's from Georgia, if I'm not mistaken. And he turned around and started building houses for people. I mean, and showed folks how to do farmers and things of that nature. But for him to do what he does for the people, after he got out, he continued to work diligently to help America
Absolutely.
grow.
Former President Jimmy Carter, who died last month at the age of 100, was memorialized in a state funeral at the National Cathedral in Washington, D.C. on Thursday, attended by all living presidents. That was absolutely interesting, and marked by a national day of mourning, followed by a smaller service in his hometown, Plains, Georgia.
That's right. And now they done took him down to Plains, and guess what? It's time to say time to say goodbye. Yeah.
Yeah, a wonderful, wonderful ceremony. with the presidents there 3 days after January 6th anniversary, which is images of costume rioters running amok in the Capitol. Former President Jimmy Carter's funeral service in the National Cathedral presented a historical picture of a different kind, one that spoke not of upended norms, but of preservation and strength. It was a picture unofficial, but nevertheless sure to be memorialized and harsh for years, both because of its occasion and its rarity. Of President-elect Donald J. Trump, his wife was there, Melania, seated next to President Barack Obama, who was seated next to George W. Bush, and his wife, Laura, who was next to Bill and Hillary Clinton. All of them sat row behind President Biden and Jill Biden, and all of them wore remarkably similar dark suits, ties, and whatnot. But they were there to celebrate
That's right.
someone.
That's right.
I mean, I just can't get over the 100 years, Mr. E. And
That's right.
the fact that he did die with a good name as president. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for presidents that will at least make the effort to show the good in the country and do good for the country.
That's right. And not only that, in the sense that you got a good name. He has a real good name for the American people when he died. They'll remember him and see and all his great works that he had done, just like President Barack Obama. You know, the thing about it is, as I began to look at some of the clips running around the city, they said that Trump talked his ear off.
We saw some of that. Yes, that's amazing. I think that was nervous energy, but yeah, they all sat there. Some of them were diplomatic, some of them were not.
That's right.
Nevertheless, they celebrated Jimmy Carter and all his efforts, all the things that he's done throughout the years. He lived a long life, a gift from God, 100 years. His grandson, his daughter, their children were there. Some of them spoke. And they just celebrate. It was just really an awesome, just to look at celebration of a former president that was aimed to do things right.
That's right. That's right. They said Mr. Trump, he wore a blue suit, a blue suit with white shirt and bright red tie. The outfit that
are we talking about who? Now, please, let's move on to Jimmy Carter. I don't care what he wore. I don't care what he wore. We talking about Jimmy Carter and all the great things. All the great things that he did, and the celebration of family, and not only that, folk came from miles around to honor him.
That's right. So we ought to take a moment of silence and, you know, pray for the family as they continue to go on without him here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, thank you.
All right. So I'm telling you, it's just so much going on. We also have some other things that's going to drop this weekend. We've got sports news. We've got all kind of things to share with you all as we continue 2025 with the FYI radio show. Mr. E, what do you think? Is it coming in? You always say that the what do you call it? Come in like a line and all. What do you think 2025 is going to give us some real tea?
Well, you know, I'm really looking forward to 2025, you know, looking for a lot of things to change. I'm looking for 2025 to bring in some wisdom and bring in some great changes where folks will now work together.
You think that Canada is going to be the 51st state in the? We see we're hearing a whole lot of stuff. This is Fun Friday, so let's make a little jokey joke. You know, hey, we're talking about Canada.
What's the other one named? Bluefield,
Denmark, and Greenland, and
all them going to be added to the United States.
We're going to see a whole lot of stuff that's going to go on. But this is the thing. Hopefully, this disaster that we're seeing in California, let's hope that this is the last of it, because this is something that is so serious. We're hoping that 2025 will yield and run the great fruit, and people will be able to live, survive, and enjoy this year.
That's right, Miss Hinton. We hope that everybody will pull together, band together, and be on one accord, and make it happen that we can love on people that help people as they travel along the way,
Absolutely.
because we got so many folks that are homeless out here. We got so many folks that need jobs. We got so many folks that really in bad shape. So if you see somebody as you travel, drop and get them a sandwich or something, to help them along the way. And I know so many people has already got ideas or saying they just flim flam the whole 9 yards. But hey, do your rightful duty and feed them.
Let's pray for God's vision. He wished that none would perish, but all would come to repentance. Let's get back, especially in church, to the vision that God has for the land. We can say, well, we hope this don't happen and this is going to happen, that. But let's also pray for the harvest.
That's right.
That we can have people come to God, that we could love more. Because guess what? These things are going to happen. You're going to see all kind of things going on. You're not going to be able to stop these things. But I tell you what you can do. You can get together and you can love more. You can love your family, your community, and you can help we can help one another, and we can see that we can get the gospel out there so people can come to the Lord, because that's what's going to matter. It's going to be what, at the end. You're not going to be able to avoid these problems, Mr. E, but you can leave this earth with a soul that has, and a spirit that has been attached to the one and the only.
60 seconds, Miss Hinton, and invite folks to listen to FYI.
Come on. Look, we got some great things coming up, some upcoming shows. We want to continue to do our Monday sports, Monday night shows throughout the week, Wednesday and Fridays, Fun Friday. We're going to be here. We need you all to come along and go along with our vision to help people to rise above mere survival and find success with the information that we give, the special guests, and all the wonderful things that goes on with FYI Radio Show.
And for the past 30 minutes, you've been listening to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. If you'd like to be a special guest or sponsor, or you'd like to be in our audience, all you have to do is send us your email to FYIRadioShowLive@gmail.com, or you can give us a call at 757-714-7861 and let us know, hey, look, I'd like to be a guest sponsor or also an intern of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. Don't forget to go out and make sure you get something for the store, because the weatherman says it's going to be a storm in the area. So take care of your loved ones, your grandma and granddad, and some seniors and all that. Okay? Until Monday, have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful weekend. Bye now.
Wow, Mr. E, so much going on. I can't wait to get the news. When I leave here, I'm going to be looking hard to see what was going on today as they sentence Donald Trump, and the January 6th information that's going to fall in our laps soon, and where we go from here. Also, we're going to continue to pray for those that are in California. We're going to pray for everybody.
That's
absolutely.
Right. That's right.
And then we're going to continue to do what we can do our part.
That's right. As long as we do our part, I have a slogan this year: the things I can change, I'm going to change.
Yes.
The things I cannot change, I'm going to do better where I can make the adjustment in my changes. Because the thing about it is, folk gonna do what they want to do and do
Yes.
and be them. So you can't change folk. Shirley Caesar had a song: "You can't change anyone. It takes Jesus, God's only Son. You just live the life before them and leave them in the hands of the Lord." So I'm gonna do all I can do to be the best in 2025 to help someone as I travel.
Don't forget to visit our sponsors, Bullvic Academy, BULVIC. You're going to see a little bit more about Bullvic and some of the things that we're going to do with the anti-bullying initiative. We're going to be working hard in getting more information out to you all. You'll probably see more of flyers and more of posts on the initiative. Also, don't forget Beard Gods, BEARDGODZ. Make sure you visit our sponsor there. Make sure you tune in to Sports Talk on Monday and Monday evenings. We're going to have some great shows as well. We would love to be you to have a part in being an audience member or special guest. Mr. E's going to tell you how you can do that.
If you'd like to be a special guest, a sponsor, or intern of the Most Talked About Radio Show, or in the audience, all you got to do is submit us your email. That's right. To be in our audience, all you got to do is submit us your email at FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com. And what we'll do in turn, send you a notification to let you know, hey, you can sit in our audience and be a part of our audience and clap your hands and support whatever the topic may be. That don't mean you're gonna be on, but we can support whatever topic there may be. And guess what? And we'll let folks know that you are with us and you're on our side. And don't forget to join us on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9:30 to 10. Or you can give us a call at 757-714-7861. That's 757-714-7861. Don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9:30 to 10 right here on your most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett.
Absolutely. Look, we're going to see you all soon. Tune in on Monday for Sports Talk. We're getting closer to the playoffs, and then we're getting closer to the NFL Super Bowl.
And not only that, we get closer all to the NBA.
Absolutely. Yeah. We'll be covering those things as well. But look, we are glad to be able to be here and give you all this great information. If you have any suggestions for FYI, some of the things that you would like to hear, we have some people that have suggested guests and suggested topics. And so we're going to follow through with a lot of these things. And we're going to keep bringing you the best.
The very best.
So look, God bless you. Have a wonderful weekend. Get out there, those in the Hampton Roads, and do what you got to do to make sure you're safe and that you have what you need. And when the weather is going to be.
That's right. 2 up.
Yes.
2 down. VA. All right. Don't forget, we love you. Have a wonderful, wonderful 2020.